Please trust me when I tell you this video found you for a very specific reason. If you're someone that is really struggling with understanding yourself and you feel like you're kind of stuck, and maybe you also feel like there's nothing that you're interested in, there's nothing that you like, there's nothing that makes you happy, I want to tell you that you have to refocus your thoughts. What do I mean by refocusing your thoughts? Let's rewind.
2 years ago, I literally was BROKE, didn't have a car, and was miserable, to be honest, pretty unhappy in terms of just like feeling content with my life and content with myself. I knew that there was so much that I wanted to do, and I knew that I had a whole degree that I wasn't being able to use, therefore wasn't making money that I thought wasn't making good money like I wanted to. Ultimately, I realized that all these thoughts that I was having, that I wasn't doing better, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I'm not in a good headspace, was actually keeping me in a really negative space and almost this lack mindset. And sometimes, especially if you grew up in a dysfunctional home, being happy may not feel comfortable for you. You might be the type of person where you're always looking for the negative without even realizing it, and you're almost afraid of the positive because you think that you cannot attain it for a long period of time. And ultimately, I'm not gonna lie, you're never going to be able to reach the potential of happiness and of well-being with that mindset. If anything, you're honestly just gonna hurt yourself for many, many years to come until you really allow yourself to know that everything you need is right here, right where you are. And the only way for you to really achieve, to gain those things that you want and to have the things that you want, or the body that you want, or the education that you want, you have to put yourself in that position. And 2 years ago, I was so not happy, but one thing, and I was so broke, I couldn't pay bills, I couldn't do nothing, I couldn't do my self-care. Everything felt like it was just being put on top of me consistently. Everything was building and building and building. And I had to take a moment because, it gets so overwhelming when you cannot pay bills and when you feel like, man, what is my purpose if I can't pay my bills? Like, it feels like my life is over. I had to stop because I was like, life is so much more than paying bills and making money. Like, I am a whole being on this planet. And I'm on a planet in a whole solar system full of planets. I'm on Earth. Like, I just had to take a moment and realize, like, wait, this is not my purpose. My purpose is to figure out how to be happy. Because I know for a fact that being happy is what's going to get me to where I want to be. And at that time of being so miserable, I was listening to Abraham Hicks. If you guys know about Abraham Hicks, you know that it's all about your perspective and how you're allowing yourself to feel in these moments of adversity. So for me, I decided, you know what, I'm going to teach myself how to crochet. And I literally taught myself how to crochet from watching YouTube videos. I started making all types of little things, and I used that as a way of like putting my energy into something. And sometimes you have to just think to yourself, what's something that I always wanted to do? If you've always wanted to take an exercising class, or if you've always wanted to go throw pottery, or if you always wanted to try archery, or if you always wanted to go ride a horse, or there's so many things that you could figure out how to do, not for the sake of, I want to tell people that I did this, but for the sake of, I want to make myself happy. And the best thing that you could ever do for yourself is take a step back and think, what ways are my daily routine my thought pattern, what ways are those actually benefiting me? How are they benefiting me, first of all? And if they are, in what ways are they? And if they're not, how can I make it so that they do benefit me?
And it all starts with that, with being able to reevaluate what you're consuming on a daily basis and your thoughts about yourself. Sometimes we forget that we've been conditioned for so long in such a way that it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of patience with ourselves to really be able to achieve that happiness that we want, that we see other people have. And ultimately, it's not about comparing, it's about feeling. It's about taking the time, as uncomfortable as it is, to sit with yourself and to ask yourself, how can I help myself be happier, be a better person, reach the goals that I want to reach? So once you write out those things that you notice that you want to change, or that you, maybe even the better habits that you want to adopt, I would sit down and I would also write a list of things you want to release. So pattern, like your self-judgment, you would write down, I release self-judgment. I release the need to be negative all the time. I release the need to self-critique myself in every given moment. I release the need to make comments on my body that are not positive. I release the need to always think something positive has something negative that's gonna follow. All the things that you know that you do that you do not want to do anymore, write out that you want to release these things. And then you're going to have the list of things you want to adapt. The list of things that maybe still be working for you that you do already. And you don't overwhelm yourself with saying, okay, I need to just, really like somehow change overnight. No. Every day, every morning, every night, I would look at these lists. I would repeat these I release messages to yourself, and then I would look at the list of positives and I would say, I'm going to adopt these, and even say them back to yourself. Say all the positive things about yourself that you see, that you've taken note of. And I want you to watch how slowly but surely you will find your way back to yourself. You will find your way back to the child within you to tell you, this is what I like, this is what I love, this is what we need to do, so that you can reconnect with yourself in that way and understand that you do have passions. You just haven't been connected to them because you've been so stuck in your programming that you cannot necessarily see outside of that until you intentionally release these thoughts, release these actions. And it's a lifelong journey, but once you start making slow but sure ways back towards yourself, the journey and the way that you open up is so beautiful. The way that you reconnect with yourself is so beautiful, and it's so necessary, especially if you spent a lot of time not being able to be happy and just existing. If you grew up in survival mode and you kind of just feel like you're always in survival mode, it's definitely worth thinking about how that has also been impacting your ability to feel and experience joy, and also know yourself and know what you like and know what you want to do and have in all your passions. I really want everyone to know that this journey is for life, but once you start it, it's almost like a new sun will shine on you, and you will feel it in your soul. You will feel the difference. You will sense that there's a shift in me, and I'm reconnecting with myself in a really, really powerful and just overall special way. I want especially women to know that you deserve to feel connected to yourself. And I'm sorry if you feel uncomfortable with yourself. And I'm sorry if you feel so disconnected with yourself that you are always avoiding yourself. I know it's not easy, but just remember there's a little girl inside of you that is probably crying out for you to give her attention, give her love, and fix yourself in the way that allows her to show up and feel safe. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you could probably find my other video right here from a couple weeks ago. Thank you so much again, and I will be seeing you guys very soon.